Alrighty, let's talk a little bit about what's ongoing right now across the area. So let's pause this radar real quickly here. We do still have that special weather statement in effect for portions of Pike and Amity or Clark County and Hot Springs County. It is going to last for another 5 minutes or so here, and with that being said, we are still watching that area. It's a special weather statement. As you can see, this line, this round one is starting to move through the area and going to the north. There is that severe thunderstorm warning just north of Hot Springs, and honestly, it may have just basically kind of went around Hot Springs actually, just to the north. You actually got lucky there in Hot Springs. That severe thunderstorm warning basically went around you, and you have some severe storms up there near the Little Rock area. You still have some rain and some storms. We are watching these down here closely. We still do have that tornado watch that we still need to keep a close eye on. Round one is starting to move out. Round two is going to be something we need to keep a close eye on. We're going to have to watch these little storms here as well. With this getting loud in Amity, I could see that. Okay, there's a new special weather statement as well for the Malvern, south of Hot Springs area for that potential of um, 50 to 55 mile per hour wind gusts. This is moving off towards the northeast at 55 miles per hour, and some gusty winds and half-inch size hail will be possible there. That is close to being a severe thunderstorm warning there as well. But as that moves out, let's not forget here, very within the next couple hours or so, let's go ahead and take a look at what this is showing here. So, um, as you can see here, as we move out, this is what Futurecast or the HRRR model is wanting to show what future radar could look like. Start head towards 12 a.m. Gonna have to watch these start to slowly move across the area. And as we progress, that coverage increases across the area by 1 a.m. Um, then it continues to increase and move across the area overnight and really starts to form into that line around that 2 a.m. 3 a.m. time frame, and that's when the damaging wind threat could increase. But before, you're still going to have to watch for that tornado threat while these storms are out by themselves and transitioning into that line. And then that damaging wind threat kind of goes up, but we still have to watch for that potential tornado threat, and that'll move through the area by about 4 or 5 a.m. ish, 6 a.m. The rain should start to come to an end, and then we'll be done with this. But still, the severe thunder or tornado watch is still in effect for portions of the area until 4 a.m. And this is you take this serious. This is not something to play with. Um, this tornado watch is for that potential of a couple tornadoes and a few intense tornadoes or strong tornadoes, large damaging wind gusts of up to maybe 80 or 70 miles an hour, with the potential of 2 inch size hail or greater. So we need to still stay weather aware. What we're gonna do, what we're gonna continue to do, is do the live nonstop radar coverage. And if anything, what we'll do is we'll play Futurecast, and we'll after these storms move through, while we're waiting on the other storms to develop. Once they do, we will keep track on those, and if there is any tornado warnings issued, we will go live and track them. But once again, right now there is no severe warnings except that one up there near Hot Springs. Those special weather statements for those strong thunderstorms. We will be watching these closely. We will be here all night, and make sure you stay weather aware tonight. I'm going to say that a lot, but just stay weather aware tonight as well here. So just stay weather aware, and we'll be back with. Hopefully, we won't have to be back for any tornado warnings, but we'll be here. We'll be ready to track them, and we'll be keeping you weather aware right here at your source for all things Southwest Arkansas weather. Back to live non-continuous radar coverage. Once again, any warnings or any tornado warnings are issued, we will break into coverage and start a new live stream. Probably this will come to an end, so it'll notify people. If there's severe warning or something of that nature, I'll do what I'm doing now. I'll come on, talk about it, and go back to live non-continuous severe coverage unless I think it needs to be tracked there once again. So stay weather aware, have multiple ways to receive warnings, and we will keep you updated right here at your source for all things Southwest Arkansas weather. Alrighty, welcome back everybody to Southwest Arkansas weather. We do have a new severe thunderstorm warning that has been issued for portions of the Hot Springs area, or just basically the Lonsdale Magnet Cove, just north of the Malvern area, on this storm. This goes in effect for the next 46 minutes here for the potential of 1 inch size hail, or until 12:30 a.m. For the potential of 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts and quarter-size inch hail with this. Once again, this is for a lot of the area here, southeastern Garland County, uh, northeastern Hot Springs County, and those other counties there as well. But quickly, we'll switch this over to um, here, and I bet you we can get. Give me one moment here, and let me see if we can't get a good look at this storm here, um, with the iDrive cameras and looking around where this storm is at. This is over potentially at the give me 1 second here. This is at the Hot Springs bypass exit 11, and if you continue over here, let's look just a few other areas here as well. We're going to be watching this storm closely here with that, since that is now severe warned. It's getting ready to move out of our coverage area, but we're still going to continue to watch that closely here. And let me see. Let's see. We got a new update for something here. Severe threat will increase across the western half of the tornado watch that you see here um, over the next few hours. Let me read up on this real quickly here. Damaging winds are expected with this convection, along as and along with a risk of some for some tornadoes as well. With that, um, let me read up on this here once again. Just they're just mainly talking about how the chance for severe weather is going to continue to increase over here in western portions of the area here, and we'll see if we can't pull some of those up, and we don't have any to show yet on there. But once again, just continue to take your precautions. Just stay weather aware. Um, really, from what I've seen with these storms, just play it safe. These as this heavy rain continues to dump over this portion of the state, northern portion of the state, their severe weather threat may come a little earlier to an end. But ours down here, this is that mesoscale discussion that we were talking about here just a brief second ago concerning that, and basically we're going to continue to watch um, for that potential of damaging wind gust um, and the potential for tornadoes. And the reason for this is, if we go down here and look at Shreveport's radar, here's that line of storms starting to develop over in northeast Texas, and they will continue to make their way towards us. If we put this in motion, you can probably see as we continue here, you start to see these storms fire and starting to develop across the area here. So won't be much longer before we start probably seeing some more development, and we'll be watching that closely. Once again, that's going to be something we're going to be watching closely with that. That severe weather threat is going to increase in the next few hours. Once again, it's calming down, but it's going to be on the rise again, and we will have to watch. Here's the thing with this line coming through, the instability is going to rise, something that these storms didn't have earlier to tap into, and we could see that severe weather risk increase through the overnight hours, and we will definitely have to watch that closely here. But once again, this severe thunderstorm warnings for the Magnet Cove, Lonsdale area, and then it'll move out of our area. So that's almost over with, and then we actually, other than a few storms down here across the area, we'll actually have a quick break probably, and then the line of storms will move through here shortly. as they continue to develop off over there in northeast Texas and stuff of that area there. Let me know how my microphone sounds and make sure it's all running good there. Trying to be a little quieter if I can, since it is getting late. But once again, uh, just let me know how it sounds and make sure I'm able to be heard there as well. But once again, continue to just stay weather aware. If you don't think you have to stay up, if you can wake up to an alarm or a severe thunder or a any sort of like notification, make sure you have ways to wake you up in case a warning is issued. But just take your time and you know just be cautious and stay weather aware with these storms. This is not going to be an event to play with this being overnight. And you can see these storms developing off over here in northeast Texas, and they're going to move off towards us here within the next couple of hours. So, with that all being said, um, okay, we're going to show some model guidance here for that question there, Reed. Um, we're going to show you some model guidance here. So, right now this is basically this was at 11 p.m. You had some rain over here. This is what one model's wanting to show, and Kirby's right in that area. So as you see here, here's that line of storm starting to develop, and we're getting closer to that 12 a.m. time frame. So you're starting to see those storms develop over there. As we continue, you could see some more storms develop ahead of the cold front, and ahead of that line. We'll have to watch for that closely. So you could start to see some more storms around 1 a.m. there, potentially. And then 2 a.m. that line starts to move through into 3 a.m. and it starts to really get into a line of storms. And then it'll move um, across the area by 4 a.m. and should come to an end for you there in Kirby by about 5 a.m. there as well. So just be prepared. It's going to be out of our area by 7 a.m. by daybreak, and then we can talk all you want to about winter weather. But until then, we're going to continue to watch this closely, and we'll put this in motion real quick to show you as I'm talking. But that severe weather risk, damaging wind risk, and that tornado risk is on the table with these. You could have those embedded supercells along that line as they move through, and could have that tornado threat as well. Take this serious. Stay weather aware. We'll be here. We'll be here tracking them, and we may go ahead and stop the live stream just to save the equipment and make sure we're good to full run. But if there is any tornado warnings, we will be back and do severe coverage. And we will, as long as we have power and we don't have to take cover ourselves, we will be here. We'll be able to track storms for you. We have a plan in place in case I need to in case we get put under a warning and need to take cover. As long as we have power, we can cover. That's the plan. If we lose power, we have people placed in other areas. We just got a tornado warning that has just been issued here for parts of the area. Give me one moment here. Let me switch this back over here the to the radar. So we now have a new tornado warning that's just been issued for the Benton area, Magnet Cove. This is your area here, and let's give me 1 second here. Okay, give me one moment here. We now have a new tornado warning. This is for the Lonsdale, Magnet Cove areas here. This is basically moving out of our coverage area, but we still need to stay weather aware with this here at this current time. Give me 1 second. Let me edit the name of this. Let me see. So we now have a new tornado warning once again in effect here for portions of the area. This is for the Malvern area, or this is just north of the Malvern area until 12:15 a.m. here at this current time. Um, let's see here. We do have that tornado warning in effect here once again for the Magnet Cove area here. Putting this track on it, you can kind of see right here, just to the north of Magnet Cove, where these blues and greens meet. That is where we're starting to see some rotation with this. Okay, so this is moving. This is a tornado warning, radar indicated, and we'll continue to keep a close eye on this. This is moving off towards the northeast at 50 miles per hour. So let's go ahead and put a track on this. Give me one moment here. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and put a track on this, and we'll continue to cover this out of at least out of the area here, moving off towards the northeast at 50 miles per hour here. So once again, Magnet Cove, this is going to be in your area if it's not already in the next 2 minutes. Haskell 16 minutes, Salem 25 minutes, Benton 22. This is this was a storm that we were going to be watching closely, and sure enough, it did just that. We now have a new tornado warning in effect once again. This is for the portions of Garland and Hot Springs County. This is to the north. This is to the north of Malvern. Malvern, you're not in this tornado warning. This is to the east of Hot Springs. Hot Springs, you're not in this tornado warning either, but this is for the Magnet Cove, Lonsdale, Glen Rose. This includes you, Haskell, Benton. I know we're getting out of the coverage area some, Bryant, portions of the Little Rock area there as well. So once again, continue to take those tornado precautions. Put as many walls between you put as many walls between you and the outdoors as you possibly can, and get to the lowest level of your home. This is radar indicated, but continue to take this serious. This is a tornado warning, and this is for the Magnet Cove, Lonsdale areas. Nance, this includes you. Glen Rose, this includes you as well. You are considered in this tornado warning as well. And we're going to continue to take a look at this here. Let's take a look at the rotation and reflectivity on this. Right to the south of Lonsdale, you can see where these blues and greens meet. That's where you're seeing that rotation at. So Magnet Cove, this is to the north of, or to the northeast of you. Lonsdale, this is to the south of you. Be in your tornado safe spot. If you know anybody in these areas, Benton, Haskell, Salem, Bryant, go ahead and take that tornado precaution. And this next scan even shows it a little more interesting here, as it's moving necessarily out of our coverage area, but we're still going to follow it here until that tornado warning is allowed to expire in this area here once again. This is going to cross over the I-30 area here. Give me one moment. We can pull up or try to pull up some cameras in this area here as well. Let's see if we can see anything here. So this RDOT camera up here above us is sitting at the Highway 88, and this is on Highway 88 from Lonsdale. This is off over here, probably right off over here, looking towards the storm. So let's go ahead and put it one little closer here, and this camera here is on Fair Play Road here, and we're going to watch this closely here. But once again, you can see where these blues and yellow, or blue, the bright colors, and that dark red meet. That is where you're seeing some signs of rotation there as well. So once again, Lonsdale, Glen Rose, this is going to miss you to your north. You are under that tornado warning. Your sirens are probably going off. You are good right now, but just remember, stay weather aware. Magnet Cove, same for you. Lonsdale, this should stay just to the east of you. Um, and this Nance, you need to be in your tornado safe spot. If you know anybody on Highway 70 between Nance, US Highway 70 between Nance and the I-30 intersection there, just to the south of Benton, tell them to take their tornado precautions immediately here at this current time. Um, Once again, um, this is going to continue to move over portions of portions of uh, the interstate here here shortly. Our Highway 7, US Highway 70, it may miss the interstate, but we're going to keep a close eye on that. Once again, this has really gotten out of our coverage area, but Benton, Bryant, Alexander, portions of Little Rock, Salem, take your tornado precautions. You can see where that sign of rotation is at, and it is continuing there to cross over Highway 70 as we speak. Let's pull up that camera once again here, right there around Townsend Road, and if I'm not mistaken, this camera is somewhere near that area there. Once again, continue to take those tornado precautions. This is a tornado warning in effect for portions of this area here, and you really can't see a whole lot on the camera. So we're gonna go back to back over here to this. Once again, this is a tornado warning in effect for portions of the Garland County and Hot Springs County area, the Lonsdale Magnet Cove area. But I would go ahead and say this is moving off towards your east now. We're going to stay with it though just for a little longer, because I know we have people that follow us from out of this area as well. With that, so let's see here with that tornado warning. Once again, this is at 11:51 p.m. So a severe thunderstorm capable of producing a tornado was located near Rockport or near Malvern, moving northeast at 50 miles per hour. This is a fast-paced moving tornado-warned storm. This is quickly going to move into portions of the Little Rock area, near the Benton, Salem, Bryant, Alexander, and a few other areas here in Little Rock as well. Just continue to take those tornado precautions. You can see where these colors meet. I'm going to show you right in here where these colors meet is where you're starting to see that winds from away and towards the radar, and that usually is a good sign of rotation. And the National Weather Service in Little Rock went ahead and issued a tornado warning for that area, and you can see that there once again. So once again, if you know anybody in these areas just north of Haskell, Benton, you need to be in your tornado safe spot. Salem, same for you. Some of these smaller areas here, and they just redid the tornado warning, and now our coverage area is out of it officially. There's no longer a tornado warning in effect for portions of of the Garland County I'll get it out here in a minute, in the Garland County area. And newest scan kind of decreases that there as well. Please give me 1 second. I'm trying to update this as as well here. Please bear with me as I do have a sore throat as well. So I'm trying to do multitask here at the same time. But once again, just continue to take those tornado precautions. If you know anybody in the Benton, Salem, Bryant, Alexander, Little Rock area, tell them to take their tornado precautions. Magnet Cove, Lonsdale, you're now in the severe thunderstorm warning. You're no longer in that tornado warning. Continue to keep a close eye on that. And we're going to go back over here to the iDrive cameras, and let's see if we can see anything as we get ready for this storm. This is out of our coverage area, but we're still going to cover it to help the people out around there just for a little bit longer. But once again, that is a tornado warning up there for the Benton, Bryant, Salem, Haskell, Alexander area, portions of I-30 up there as well. but we did just get a new update to that tornado warning. They did go ahead and cancel that severe thunderstorm warning for the Hot Springs and Garland County areas. So well, that was our first little look at the at a severe weather chance, or at a tornado possibility there with that. And we knew that was going to be a possibility today, and we seen one storm do it there. And we will have to watch if we take a look at the high res reflectivity. These storms off over here in Dallas and northeast Texas and southeast Oklahoma, we will have to watch that closely as those storms will continue to move towards us as a line. And if they're in more of a line, that damaging wind threat kind of increases, but the pattern or the setup really um, is favorable for some supercells, and we may have to watch for that tornado threat with that line of storms with the damaging wind threat there as well. So what we may go ahead and do, Delight, Arkansas, you're good from this tornado warning currently. This is to the north of way to the north of you over in the Benton and Little Rock areas. You still have a tornado watch. I want to make that very clear. Your tornado threat is not over yet. We still have that chance with that tornado watch in place with the line of storms that are moving through here in the next couple hours from 1 a.m. to 2 a.m. all the way to 4 a.m. when that tornado watch is going to be allowed to expire. So stay weather aware. Stay weather aware. Make sure you have ways to receive warnings, and make sure you have ways to wake you up in case any warnings are issued. We'll be here ready to track them. And once again, you can see where this tornado warning storm is at up here in the Benton, Bryant, Salem, and Haskell areas. This is to the north. This is just outside of our coverage area. It did start in our coverage area and transition or move out of the coverage area. But if you know anybody in Benton or Little Rock, let them know. Go ahead and tell them to take their tornado precautions there with that storm there. But with that being said, currently there is no severe warnings in our coverage area. Our coverage area is from Hot Springs over to Sheridan, down south to El Dorado, over to Texarkana, and up to Mena for everybody that's new. We will be here if there is any new warnings or anything of that nature. We'll be here ready to do live coverage. When that line gets ready to move in, we will redo the live. We will re-put up the live stream and put it back up and let you just continue to be able to see that. And if there is any tornado warnings, we will break into coverage and we will do a live. We will have live streams up with that. But with that being said, we're going to go ahead and end the live stream. The first round is done for now for us. The second round is in the process of developing over in northeast Texas and southeast Oklahoma, and we'll move into our area here shortly. We will be here ready to track them, and we'll let the equipment have a little bit of a break just to make sure it can run good. I'm sure it can anyways, but Facebook puts us on a limit of how long you can stream as well there. But once again, if you know anybody up there in the Little Rock and Benton area, go ahead and tell them to take their tornado precautions immediately up there with that tornado warning being in place. But once again, we'll continue to be watching it and tracking it right here at your source for all things Southwest Arkansas weather. We'll be back with another live stream later this morning when that line gets closer to be moving through. So thank you guys once again. Have a good rest of your night. Stay weather aware. Have multiple ways to receive warnings. And thank you once again for trusting us with your source for all things Southwest Arkansas weather.